All right, everyone, I thought we'd do a Leo soap opera today. I thought we'd do a Leo soap opera update because I'm going to shuffle for the pre-shuffle. I haven't touched this damn thing yet. Because I thought there's a lot of optimistic energy around. I can feel it. It's there. It comes up. It's in the astrology. It's in my energy weather update reading. It showed up in the soulmate cycle, soulmate journey reading where you had this picnic from hell. Wonderful, beautiful energy. Let's see how this is affecting the person sitting in Toxin in the Leo soap opera. Same energy I usually get, same energy I've been getting since I got here. Let's ask the universe for a pre-shuffle right now. All right, let's see. Let's see what we get here. Are we just about ready? Are we ready? Let's see why the fuck we're here. All right, here we go. There's your pre-shuffle. Well, look at that, the Burger King. There's your Burger King right there. Okay. Burger King crossed by the Page of Swords. Spying energy is going to pick up. Somebody also feels like their act isn't holding up anymore. Or somebody's losing control over them if this is Little Lord Fuckwit, the person they're attached to. But I think somebody's taking another... Yep, I haven't looked at any of these yet. I probably should flow through it. The Star, yeah, the two. Somebody's taking another look at you. It's making them take another look at you. I don't know if it's spying or if they're just thinking about you again. I don't know. The Burger King. Roles can be reversed here. Hopefully I'm not talking about you, but Leo energy, in this Leo angle, I can't tell you apart from the other person. Somebody's giving you another look. They're not quite sure what to do. I got that. But are they making a decision? It's like 3, 2, 1 contact kind of a thing. I don't know what to do. I got 7 options. I need to narrow it down to 3, and then from 3 I need to narrow it down to 1, and it's driving them batshit fucking crazy with the Ace of Swords. Why? Because you're the shit. There you are, Queen of Pentacles. The King of Wands doesn't like to admit they need someone. This person needs you. Maybe they used to read what you wrote. Maybe they used to like talking to you. Maybe they just liked spying on you and liked observing you. They admire you in some way, your life, your freedom, the fact that you can do what you want. This person is very inhibited. They're living behind a keeping up appearances wall, like I always say. It's tough now. Somebody's giving you a second look. All right? They know what they want to do. It's 2 soulmates coming together. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull a reading. This ought to be very interesting. Let's see where we go here. All right. Come on now. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if you've been watching the Leo soap opera, right, you know it's for you. It is what it is. Either way, it's entertaining. It's for more people than watch it. Some of the people, used to get about 4,000 more views, but some of the people, their person reached out. I mean, honestly, it is of all the angles in the soulmate cycle, the Leo angle is most likely to get communication. I would wager on that, and I'm not a betting man. Okay? Honestly, I think while the Cancer energy, there's the most Cancerians, and that's the theme energy of the cycle. It's the all signs position. There's something in there for everybody. I think on the pure Cancer angle, I think that person is a little too unsure of themselves on some level, or too worried about something. I don't know. The emotion is too much for that particular angle. Over here, I don't know. This person here is getting a little tired of pretending, tired of keeping up appearances. So it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. It is timeless. So, any of these Leo soap operas, whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. But that should back up everything I just said. It's a King of Swords. All right? It's a great horned owl with a sword. I wouldn't fuck with it. I wouldn't fuck with it without a sword. But at the end of the day, Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is an energy of the King of Swords where someone might say somebody is taking care of business with things that they don't like about their life anymore. This is their life. Ten of Pentacles. This is their marriage to Little Lord Fuckwit, or the family that keeps them stuck. Whatever the toxic situation is, that they keep up appearances that everything's great. Whatever it is, somebody's giving you a second look at this energy because it's very optimistic. You feel like you could do things. I feel like I could get rid of this. Somebody's giving you a second look and thinking about putting a sword to that. Okay? Thinking about it. Thinking about it. And that's why I wanted to pull this reading today. Because of what I said in the energetic weather update. I said we think we can do it. I said a friend will come to you with the craziest idea for a business. You'll give them all your money. I mean, all of it. All right. Here we go. We sell hot dogs on the side of the road, but they're not hot dogs. They're not actually edible. They're just rubber. Okay? I mean, wow. That's fantastic. I never thought of that, right? Yeah. What? You'll give them all your money. I'm not even playing. All right. Here we go. Careful. Rubber dogs. All right, right here. The energy around your connection with this person. Right here's the 3D energies around this person in their life. Right here's their soul. Oh, you knew we were going to freeze, didn't you? You knew it. Hold on. Maybe the universe liked my rubber dogs idea. I don't know. Always in the same spot. The energy starts to swirl right when I'm about to pull a reading. Happens every time. Well, it happens when it's strong enough to overcome USB 3 point whatever. But it's not too hard for the universe to overcome some little USB thing. Energy around your connection is here. 3D energies around this person is here. Their soul is here. I think that's about as far as I got. Right here's the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. Especially for this motherfucker. This toxin, I think it was bred into them. I think they were born into this family. It's like being born into a family where both parents went to Ivy League schools and you're like, you don't want to. You want to go to some technical institute and learn how to change tires or something, and they're like having none of it. You know, they're just so you're forced to go to somewhere you don't want to go, and you go just to keep everybody happy, but you'd rather just be working at Jiffy Lube. You know, it's a bit of that. I mean, I'm exaggerating to be funny, but it's not too much more. This person has a free spirit. Okay, a free soul, a free spirit in their soul. They're hippy dippy in their soul. And the energies around whoever this is are so stodgy, so stoic, so have to keep up appearances. It's almost like they're politicians or Ivy League graduates trying to keep up some kind of false bullshit persona. I don't know. It's a whole lot of keeping up appearances, though. That's why I call it Little Lord Fuckwit. Whatever the energy is around this person, a marriage, a family, I don't know. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your connection. What's the energy around your connection with this person who'd rather be working at Jiffy Lube? Temperance. Tempted to ask my parrot for advice over here. He's looking at me. He's looking at the card. Little beak scrape there. What do you think? He shook his head. I'm inclined to agree with him. He shook his head. He did. The energy around your connection is fine. That's all it's saying. It's fine. Right? It's fine. It's like you took your car into Jiffy Lube or whatever their lube place is now. I change my own oil, so I don't fucking know. But, you know, you take it to some place that changes your oil. They say you don't need an oil change. You're free to go. Bye-bye. You know, everything's fine. That's the energy that's here. I don't believe it either. The bird didn't believe it, right? I mean, we got birds all over the place. I got one next to me. I got two on the table. All right. Both of these with about the same size wingspan, by the way. I don't know. It's a coincidence. Take it for what it's worth to you. Okay? Just saying. 3D energies around this person in real life. IRL. In their life. Yeah. And you know what I'm going to say. 10 cups. It's this card. It's this specific energy in this deck that sometimes comes out where it's actually not 10 cups, it's 2 5 cups. Somebody's sad that they're not with you, and somebody's sad that they stayed where they are. It's a circle of woe. And what it leads to is a whole lot of daydreaming. Okay? In the middle is a whole lot of daydreaming. This person walks with you everywhere. Your energy is there. They are holding on to it. They have it. They keep it in a nice, safe place. I don't know what. They got some kind of handy carrying case. I don't know. Whatever it is, they wear it in a knapsack. I don't know, but you're always with them. This person might be picking out which cereal they're going to buy at the grocery store, and they'll be thinking, well, what would Steve's viewer like me to get? All right, I don't know. You know, Captain Crunch probably. But anyway, what's red? What's red with temperance? That's what I like, but that's what I can't eat anymore. What's red with temperance? The Knight of Pentacles. Your connection is fine. It's going nowhere. It's safe. That's what the universe is telling you. Your connection is fine. It's safe. Yeah, of course it is. It's safe in dreamy, dreamy land. Right? I mean, they keep it safe. They keep it safe. This is a stopped energy. We could see some forward movement. Somebody really wants this. Somebody's giving you a second look, a second thought, 100th thought, and they're thinking, maybe I can get out of this. This whole keep it up appearances thing. Maybe I can. I'm going to fix my microphone. I'm sorry if it sounds scratchy. I got a beard now, right now, temporarily. Anyway, and I just got it. Might be scratching the mic. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I'm not growing it for any specific reason. I'm just lazy. Right here is the potential. I say, yeah, Freudian slipped. I said potential final outcome. It's this. The message from the universe is read with the outcome. So I'll pull them both. Okay, here's your potential final outcome. Here's the message from the universe. This one's read with this. Dreamy, dreamy. Disappointment that they're not with you. Disappointment with their life. Sad, sad. Dream. And this message from the universe is read with temperance. Okay, I know it's not. I know that's a buzzard. Okay, fuck the book. Fuck what the book says. Fuck what the birds are. Tell me that this doesn't strike you instantaneously as this bird dead. This bird 10 years in a coffin. Okay, there, right there. There it is. I mean, it's this bird post-Thanksgiving. Okay, just look at the imagery here. I'll tell you what it all means in a minute, but it's pretty fucking... I know they're not the same. I know this isn't a great blue heron. I'm aware, but it's not about that when you're energy reading. It's about the imagery. All right? That's why I identify with this deck. It's got birds of prey in it. I know birds of prey. I know great horned owls will eat small hawks. That's how fucking... When they get hungry, you better not be a mid-sized accipiter flying by. They will take you out. Let me tell you what. They might even go after a red-tailed hawk now and again, which is pretty close to their size. All right. Potential final outcome. 8 of Pentacles. There is this optimism in the energy that I talked about in the energy weather update. The reason I'm pulling this is creating a now or never. They can't dream about you. They try, they can't. All they can do is imagine what it might be like to put 10 swords, or to put 10 swords, yeah, to put that sword into that. Okay? What did I just say? I don't say anything that's not part of the energy, right? I said these birds right here might go after a small hawk. They might, God forbid, you're a mid-sized accipiter, like a Cooper's hawk, what people call the city hawks and things like that, or a sharp-shinned hawk, a little small accipiter, may fly by. He'll go after you. But he'll also, if he's hungry enough, take a shot at something close to his own size. This energy is making somebody take a shot at something that normally they wouldn't bother with. I'm telling you right now, there's a good chance for communication here. I'm not fucking with you. I don't have it on the table, but I'm saying dreaming's not enough in this energy. Somebody feels like they can do things. It's an energy where we feel like we can do it. And look, this is their big dream. It's surrounded by disappointment. Imagine you could have banged the Empress, but now you're just stuck with dreaming about what could have been, and you're picking out cereal with their imaginary 5D energy. I mean, come on. You've turned into this person's imaginary friend, Bob. I don't care what your name is. That's gender neutral. Bobby, Bob, whatever. Fuck. Randomly at the bottom of the deck. That's what they'd like to be doing with Bob. Okay? Bobbing for Bob. All right. Let's go. Temperance. Let's pull. Well, you know what I said? I'd tell you. Okay, fine, I will. The message from the universe is, if they don't do something soon, it will be dead. It will be gone. If you show up to Thanksgiving dinner late, that's what you get. Probably because there's something else coming in for you, or I would guess there's something in here. It probably has to do with the lovers right there. You're probably going to cross paths with someone else. Someone hasn't missed an opportunity yet, but they might. Okay? It's fine. I'm fine to show up to I'm fine to show up to Thanksgiving dinner late. If I don't mind, no turkey, that's fine, as long as I don't have to talk to you people. I'll see you later. Oh well, darn, don't have to stay as long. For this person here, that's extreme. The thought of that is excruciatingly disappointing. Okay? Temperance, let's go. All right. The energy of your connection. It's fine for now. You're not late yet. They're not. You're fine. You don't have to do anything. Assuming this isn't you, you're not the one in the toxic situation. I know for a few of you, the toxic situation person watches my readings. I don't know how they found out. I wouldn't tell people. I wouldn't tell your person, you should watch, I watch these readings. You should not do that. That allows them to manipulate the energy. You don't want that. Yeah, that can backfire big time. But if you've already done it, fine. You know, no use crying over spilled milk. But at the end of the day, I don't know how some of them found it, but some of them are here. Which is what makes these readings so fun for me. Because I can actually, it's one of the few angles in the soulmate cycle where when I yell at somebody, they're here to hear it. It's nice. All right, it's a wonderful thing. Temperance. Why is it here? Oh, you know, I thought this was going to be a fun one to do today, and it is. It is so much fucking fun. It's crossed by the Page of Wands. One more chance here. Why is it one more chance? What's fueling? Why? Don't make me look. Yep, one more shot. You got one more shot, the Seven of Cups. Somebody feels like this energy makes them feel like they can do anything. They can pick what they want. I can do whatever I want. Somebody in this connection thinks they can do whatever they want right now, including put a sword through their Ten of Pentacles, their life. Or, if in the case of this great horned owl, he thinks that red-tailed hawk in the tree across the way might be a good dinner. I don't know. You're going to get a run for your money, buddy. But they're actually pretty good at eating other birds of prey, I'll tell you what. Some of the bigger hawks, the eagle owls and things like that, okay, they go after birds of prey all the time. They'll go after big shit. Anyway, what's on top here? Three of Cups. What's red with the Three of Cups? The King of Swords. Sorry if there's a vacuum in the background. Some asshole in the next room decided it was a good time to run the vacuum. My sister's here. I wouldn't say that about my wife. Three of Cups. Red with the King of Swords. Somebody's... There's some, I don't want to say that. That's not... It looks like there's some truth coming your way. There's something's about to happen. But it happens at the last minute. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Somebody's about to taste the rainbow. Is that a Skittles commercial theme or something like that? Oh, the truth. So either somebody's afraid that the truth about you is disappointing, meaning you're not as great as they think you are, okay, or vice versa. The truth about, when you learn the truth about this person, when you actually sit down and have something deep for a moment with this person, deep emotional communication, it's a little, really? You know, it's a little bit of that. It feels to me, and I got a lot of, in the Leo angle, I got a lot of public type figure-y people that come here. I know I do. I've heard from a couple of them. They yell at me sometimes for saying bad things about Hollywood, but you know, what Hollywood are you living in? You know, where are you at? But at any rate, it feels to me like that whole don't meet your heroes kind of thing. You know, I won't mention one of my heroes that I meant that left me like this, but it was like, wow, okay. I had posters of that person on my wall as a kid, you know. I was probably wiser at 9, you know. It's just the way it is. So I'm exaggerating, but something about this person might disappoint you. Or vice versa. Maybe, again, I think for them, they're more afraid that you're not for real. I think you are for real. I think the DF side is pretty real in this particular soulmate cycle. I do. And again, if you're one of those public-y figure type people who watches me and you get offended when I say something bad about Hollywood, I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying everybody is a shit. I mean, it's just some people just don't have their shit together. It is what it is. Hollywood attracts most of the people with a broken home and people who crave attention. People who, nobody should want that level of attention. Nobody. And if they're in it for the attention, God help them. That's a terrible psychology. The psychopathy behind that is nuts. There have been papers written about it. Back in the day, you're supposed to hate the attention. These days, you got the influencers online. I got a few of those in the Leo angle, right? Leo's the flamboyant, attention-seeking energy. It is the attention-seeking portion of the soulmate cycle. It is. But that's a dangerous energy. Attention. As my father used to say, You want my attention, that's fine, but my attention can be a good thing or a bad thing. The same thing with popularity energy. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends. 10 of Cups. Why is it here? Anyway, I'm just saying, when you sit down and have a heart-to-heart with this person, make sure you haven't put them on a pedestal. I don't think they're as spectacular as you think they are. So I want to make sure that you don't think they're spectacular. You just think they're a human being, capable of flaws, fallible, right? That kind of a thing. Okay, all right. 7 of Wands is crossing this. Somebody is ready to rise up from these dreams, rise up and fight. Somebody's ready. It's like the training sequence of Rocky, you know, where he's running up the stairs and shit. It's a bit of that. Somebody getting a little zen here. Somebody might be practicing something new in their life, practicing meditation, mindfulness, right? All that kind of stuff. I mean, what's going on? What's on top? Yeah. Somebody's ready to take action in this energy. Okay. All right. Why is the Tower here? The Sun. Because it's positive energy, right? What was the whole fucking energy weather update? All of my readings are connected. I'm just flowing with the energy. What was the whole fucking energy reading about with the energetic weather update? It was about the optimism and the... She looked pretty optimistic to me. I mean, this is a girl who ran out in the field and popped off. I mean, what the hell? Hell, go out with her. You don't even have to work that hard at it. You know, what's the bridging energy here? The 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's confusing the optimism in the energy with clarity. Okay? There's not clarity. It's optimism. It's only clarity if you acknowledge that I need to temper this with some pessimism. Okay? You can't do everything. This guy's got his eye on a hawk the same size as him that he wants to eat. That's this right here, their life. Okay? Think about it for a minute. I know in this energy you feel like you could do it, but it's not going to be as easy as some little guy that flies by you. All right? Knight of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. All right. All right. And I'm not trying to disappoint you over here. I'm trying to temper your expectations. This is what might hold your person back, though, if they don't reach out. If they think that... Somebody might be more afraid. I see this in the Cancer angle a lot. It's kind of here. Sometimes people are afraid that you are for real. You know? What's going on? This person, whoever this person is, needs to feel superior in some way. It's some small way, big way, I don't know. It varies for all of you. But it's better for a person like that you're full of shit. You know? Because then they can feel superior by calling you out on it. Where you said that you had 2 man buns, you got 1. You know, I mean, kind of lying, right? It makes them feel big, almost like an internet troll where they catch little things that people say and they just run with it like a fucking rabbit, right? It's just, it behooves this person on some level that you're wrong. It benefits them on some level that you're wrong, that you're wrong about something, or you're not all you say you are, or all they think you are. What's scary to this person is that you are everything they think you are. Okay? I'm putting it like that. Why? Because the energy kind of cancels itself out. The Knight of Pentacles is crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? I mean, the environment, it's all stopped. It's stopped for the moment. It flows over here as we move into the optimism energy, which they confuse with clarity, which is creating an urgency, I suspect. What's on top? The Strength card. Why is that here? The 10 of Cups. The dreams make this person feel powerful. The reality makes them feel small. This person, whoever they are, they're very good at dreaming. You may know that about them, you may not. There's lots of things we don't know about people that they keep to themselves. Okay? You can find out about it on shows like Would I Lie to You and fucking over in the UK. You can watch those. You can see all kinds of things you didn't know about people, right? I mean, you know, people keep things quiet. There are certain things people don't say. That said here, this person here, they're a very good dreamer. They feel very safe in the dream world. This actually, believe it or not, this, I get it a little bit with the Two of Pentacles here. This optimism energy is making them feel a little unstable, which is what's causing the effect of, I need to do this now, or it's not going to get done, or it'll never happen. So, but I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can pull this off, right? Okay. Why is this here? Let's talk about the Death card. There's something big happening here. Where something somebody's been avoiding is about to be unavoidable. All right. Now, in your final outcome, if I'm to single out this energy, draw a fence around it, Eight of Pentacles to you for your final outcome. Somebody can't escape you. Think of the spider web here. Okay, you're the spider. Somebody can't escape your web. All right. But for some reason, I feel like they're blaming you for it, which again ties back to my unplanned reading from Sunday, where you came out in the final outcome as the Queen of Swords, and I said sometimes it's internal. Sometimes you keep the sword in the sheath and you just roll your eyes, right? It's a bit of that. This person's definitely a blame shifter. They're used to that. That part of them hasn't changed. It's always somebody else's fault, you know. Always. Flew out of the deck, we got to take it. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, crossed by the star. There's a moment, I think it's a small window, where this person who normally needs to be, is an excuse machine for, well, I'm not ready, my 3 cups are bad, I can't show up with 3 broken cups to meet the rainbow. There's a moment where this person feels like, I've got everything I need, I can do this. Again, though, the problem is they're mistaking optimism for clarity. They don't have a lot of clarity here. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, see? Proof. They don't have a lot of clarity here. The Eight of Swords. They're wrong. They're coming towards you with the wrong energy, with 8 swords. It's a blame game kind of a thing. Why is that here? It's okay. Actually, it's not a negative. It's perfectly fine as long as you just roll your eyes at it. If you take out a sword, you will get into a fight with this person. This person will let you down. Okay? I can dig it. I'm a little let down. I was impressed with popping off in the field, but now that we've sat down and had dinner together, been like that. I've had experiences like that. Bang first, then date. It's always fucking disappointing. It's like, oh, God, I wish I'd have known you were a fucking idiot before. You know, it's a bit of that. And again, we had some of that in the unplanned reading, didn't we? I wish I'd have known before. You're going to be in some kind of, I wish I'd have known before. I wish I'd have known this before that. You know, again, it just plays that way. It's only a bad thing if you take your sword out. Just roll your eyes. This is a great connection. It's a powerful connection. This person is just not exactly who you think they are. Okay? That's all. As long as you don't have some kind of stupid checklist. Oh, I know they tick all the boxes, Steve. And yeah, you sound like that. As long as you don't have some kind of stupid checklist, you're fine here. What? Final outcome for my viewers, the Eight of Pentacles. It's worth putting some work into. You got them. You can, at the very least, listen to me. Listen to me. At the very, talking hand. At the very least, you can go to bed at night and smile, take solace in the fact, I'm serious, in the fact that you got this person. They're not going anywhere. This is the same fucking energy I've been pulling on since I got here for the Leo soap opera. This person cannot escape you. Your two energy, it's like your Jupiter and they're a little ship that got caught in your gravitational pull. They can't get out. They're not going anywhere. In fact, slowly but surely, with the Knight of Pentacles, crossing the Knight of Pentacles, they getting sucked in. They're trying as hard as they can, right, to stay in the dream world because it's safer there, but it's slowly but surely they getting sucked in. So you've got this person. You had an impact on their life. You're driving them batshit crazy. That should make you feel good because you've had a positive influence on this person's life. Okay? And I know a few of them are watching me right now, and I'm telling you, there's life after toxin. You get this energy shouldn't be, it shouldn't be happening. All right, let's go. Eight of Pentacles. Why is that here? Come on. Come on, give me something good. Of course, it's a Leo soap opera. Of course. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry. It's caused by the Seven of Swords. Wait a second. Hold on. Calm down. Oh, but it's lies, Steve. They're going to lie to me. Yeah, you sound like that. And no, they're not. No, it's my sneaky deaky away energy. He's not going anywhere, is he? Right? Male or female, it's a he. It looks like a he on the card. No, it could be a she. They're wearing a lot of sweat material and things like that. It covers up all the titties and shit. Who knows? Right? They got a hood on. They can't tell. Can't tell. So they're not going anywhere. Look how bright that light is. Look at it. Right? I see you. I see you. Plus the snow makes the moon even brighter. It reflects off of it. I remember from when I lived somewhere where it snowed, people tried to point it out. My parents tried desperately to get me to enjoy the winter. They tried anything. Look how pretty it is when the moon hits it. Yeah, it's real fucking pretty. Stay inside next to this fire until we leave this place. Right? Right here. They're not going anywhere. You got them. It's what I said. It's backing up what I said. Oh, but they think they can. Look at that. Six of Cups underneath it. I love it. What's going on? What's on top? A Hangman. What did I say already? Why am I your second favorite? I said, you've got them. You can take solace. You could fall asleep with a big old smile on your face. That this person, I don't care how much time has passed. Steve, I don't even know if they still think about me or whatever. They do. T-H-E-Y, capital D, capital O. They do. Okay? Absolutely. You're Bobby. Right? You're the imaginary friend at this point. But somebody here, that's not, they're trying desperately not to bring Bobby out into the real world, not to make Bobby real. Because, you know, if you had an imaginary friend, right? If you're an only child and you're watching me, you probably had an imaginary friend. Or if you're a child with many siblings and you didn't like them, you probably have an imaginary friend. And they vacuum while you're trying to do readings. Anyway, if you probably... That's funny. I'll tell you what. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, at the end of the day here, you know that if that imaginary friend became real, you know that they'd have all kinds of flaws. They've done plenty of movies like that, right? Where the imaginary friend became real and they had all kinds of flaws and things like that. And you don't have any flaws in the dream world, right? Out there in the real world, they're afraid to bring you into reality. They're afraid they're going to be disappointed. But they're more afraid that you're for real. That everything they think about you is real. And then they don't feel like the big person anymore, the big man, the big woman. But they can't escape it. You could see why they're in this energy. I can't escape the web. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. I wish I could just keep it in the dream world, but I can't because the spider's getting closer. So at the end of the day, somebody might reach out. Okay? They might. This energy is definitely a catalyst for it. Absolutely. High probability, you know. In some capacity, or at least spy. That's actually communication energy. I mean, somebody's energy is right there. They might communicate through social media, I don't know. But they're coming in this energy. Keep in mind to keep your sword in the sheath. All right? Just roll your eyes if they say something, you know, if they try to blame you for your web. We don't blame the spider for making a web. Okay, you don't. Spider gonna do what's spider gonna do. What's red with the Hangman? The Hermit. This is a powerful connection. What's the bridging energy? The Ten of Pentacles. You're the Ten of Pentacles they're supposed to have. Look, this is one of the most perfect final outcomes I've ever fucking seen in my now 4 years of doing this channel. This is the most perfect final outcome. It's saying exactly what I said. Somebody thinks that in this energy, this optimistic energy we talked about in the energy weather update, that they can put a sword to their current life, which is this Ten of Pentacles. This is the actual Ten of Pentacles they're supposed to be in with you. There's a little dog there. There's all kinds. There's really nothing here but the pentacles, is there? Think about the symbolism. There's nothing here but fucking pentacles. Yeah, there's a rainbow, but it's fake as shit, right? What are you going to do with a rainbow? Hey, I like your car there. I'll trade you a rainbow for it. Nobody going to fucking... What the fuck? You know, you can't sit on a rainbow. It's light energy. So there's nothing here but the pentacles. But with you, look at the warmth. Look at the beautiful thing. Look like some kind of dream catcher here. You know, it's beautiful. This is a powerful connection. They fucking know it. It drives them crazy because they're not the powerful one in it. Okay? I don't care who this person is. I don't care if they're a big wig celebrity. I don't care if they're the best bagger at the grocery store they work at. They need to be the big person. And they're not in your connection. They're weak at the knees. And they might show up and blame you for being the spider. For even showing up. It's not your fault. For some of you, you cross paths with this person and has soul recognition by accident. For some of you, it was a complete fucking accident. Not all of you. But for some of you, right? You know, I mean, if you, look, I don't care who you are. You run into a fucking soulmate, somebody this powerful, we're talking hermit power, this powerful, represented by Hermit and the sun, okay, you're going to remember that. I don't care who it is. It doesn't matter. You're going to be stuck in that web. You're going to wonder, you're going to actually try to facilitate running into that person again. Well, I know we were at Taco Bell. I'll try again. You're going to go to that Taco Bell every day until they fucking show up again. It's just what it is. This person here, a lot of denial, a lot of keeping up appearances, but their current life is just pentacles. With you, it's a big deal. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, or as close to certainty as I can get, you know, 100%, best we could do about 92 maybe, 93 on a good day. They're not going anywhere. And you can see them wherever they go, like a hamster in a fucking cage. All right, let's pull 3 more cards for you. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right, 3 cards from the bottom and across the card. I don't drink beer often, but when I do, it's Dos Equis, right? Most interesting man in the world. Anyway, I don't pull extendeds for Leo readings too often. Lately, I've been doing a couple, but when I do, like today, it's for a good reason. I like this. I'm going to pull it extended just because I want to keep pulling on this energy. If you want it, fine. There's a couple of links in the description. It's a one-off. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm going to keep it real casual. Just like you're at my house. We're having some beer and cake and cookies, naked. And we're pulling some side reads. All right? That's all. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. All right. And someone is not going to run a vacuum while I'm doing the extended. All right? People are paying for the extended. You can't run a vacuum while I'm doing the extended. Anyway, hopefully my noise canceling software canceled out the vacuum. Right here is the Page of Pentacles crossed by the world. Or crossing the world. It's my student crossing the... Wow, wow, wow. Final message for you with the world and the... Wow. With the 4 of Swords. Wow. You're about to learn... Look, I'm just going to paraphrase this. The universe put up a bit of a wall here to this. I mean, a person did. It's minor arcana. But it prevented... The universe was preventing this little guy from leaving the nest for a little while. Right? It's a bit like Flim the parrot. The breeder kept him for an extra long time. He would not wean. He would not wean. He would not wean. He would not. And having had the bird for now 21 and a half years, I can dig it. I totally could see it. He'd still be getting spoon fed if given the option. You know, I guarantee it. There was a reason that nothing happened here. There was a reason that for all this void, for all this crickets chirping, there was a reason that he had to be weaned an extra month. At the end of the day here, there's a reason this connection had to stay in the nest a little while longer. Okay? I think you find out. I think you learn what that reason is. What is it? It's different for all of you. I try and pull on it, but I mean, it's different for all. What do you want me to do? There's thousands of people watching. Even though views are down on Leo Soap Opera, it's still thousands of people. You know, whatever it is, just be happy about that. If you're open to learning why there had to be downtime here, why this connection had to wean an extra bit of time and stay in the nest, then it'll come to you. If you're not, if you're going to be all pissy about it, like, oh, it's a pile of shit, then you won't. I guarantee you this wall will stay up because it's man-made. You put it there. Don't maintain the wall and you'll find out. All right? Because it looks like it's just about ready to crumble to me. That's your reading. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links in the description. I want it. We'll keep it real cash. All right? Cash. Look at me. I sound like the kids. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.